field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out in Power Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Denver Broncos. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Powering his way forward, and he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. 52 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Another carry for Pierce. And he stopped immediately there. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Hand off right side to Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Texans are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Brett Maher on for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. At the 22-yard line. Now Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throw incomplete as well.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
36 power.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Lamar on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. At their own 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line. Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Will Anderson, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Wilson's throw there taken in by Mims. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948. Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 0-1, right? Raiders pick under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Will Anderson, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right down behind center. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Etienne. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. One more time with Etienne. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. And this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point through the snowflakes, something good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 94 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Houston.
Pierce gets this one running right. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the 23, here's second and 5. Stroud looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Give to Pierce. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Ready? Number 6 brings up second and 4.
They go again with Pierce. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly.
19.
Now Wilson on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Gun. Left pass. Cut.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Check. Go 14.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Will Anderson able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They go play action with Wilson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Hey, alert. Hold up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Alert.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Bam.
On first down, Wilson. This will be caught. Jeudy is going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. To throw again is Wilson. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And they'll run with Etienne. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go. Run it.
Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Second half starts with a run by Etienne. There he goes, left side. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20, Travis Etienne. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Travis Etienne, 75 yards. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ready.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Hustle.
Play action. Stroud now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Stroud on third down now. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Back to the ground with Pierce. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now Stroud. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
The kick by Marr is good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Got it.
Here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Room past the 35. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Alert. Spot that. Stop.
Throwing is Wilson. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Alert. Good job right there. Start.
Play action. It's Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
14. Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
To throw is Wilson. right side is going to be caught by Judy. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
A partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. They just got to angle himself towards the right.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Wilson. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamlin. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. A shotgun snap, and again to Etienne. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter, as the kick is away here.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. The tackle there by John Johnson. This shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. Now play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at it from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Now Etienne to start the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Inside the 20. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Stroud. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Beck. Touchdown. Andrew Beck from 4 yards out. And the Texans have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the 4th, and a very critical drive upcoming.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Now Wilson. He's got a man, complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
He's got it with the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Marvin Mims, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter, as the kick is away here. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. The tackle made there by Caden Stearns.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing now is Stroud. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back in Tennessee. Coach Majors say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Etienne once more. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. A give to Etienne running right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And room there to work it inside the 25. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down. They'll run with Etienne.
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They run it with P-Ryan on first down. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
Wonder how they did it. Wonder if they twitched a little bit up front, you know, a little subtle head movement that the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
A give running right, Etienne.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And the kick is good. He puts it through, and they are moving on to the AFC Championship game. And they have secured a spot in the Conference Championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the Conference Championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to EA Sports.